Hello and welcome to W.A.T. News. It is June 10th, 2025. Your daily AI-powered roundup of today's most relevant headlines, faster, smarter, and always on point.
W.A.T. News.
In cybersecurity news, a New York Times copyright lawsuit is shaking up ChatGPT's privacy game, forcing OpenAI to preserve all user chats, including deleted ones. As of May 2025, OpenAI's fighting back, arguing the court order threatens user trust and clogs operations, per Malwarebytes. With 500 million weekly users, per OpenAI's stats, the stakes are sky high for this AI giant. The company swears chats won't train models or leak to third parties. But an opt-out option's still up in the air. This legal showdown, sparked by claims of stolen Times content, could rewrite the rules for AI data handling. Privacy hawks are sounding alarms over potential user backlash on X. The verdict might just reshape how we trust AI with our words. Our Arcos device ID is locking down unauthorized account sharing, saving streaming giants from billions in losses, per Security Boulevard. By tagging each device with a unique ID, it spots shady multi-device access in real time. No user system tweaks needed. With 56% of Americans sharing passwords, per a 2025 survey. Platforms like Netflix and Hulu face $6 billion in yearly hits, says Deloitte. Arcos's tech flags high-risk devices without bugging legit users, keeping your binge sessions smooth. It's a revenue-saving superhero for services creating personalized vibes. Fans on X are cheering this crackdown on freeloaders. This smart fix is rewriting the playbook for digital security. AI's dark potential is under the spotlight, as a Georgetown report warns of deepfakes, cyber attacks, and even bioterrorism risks, per Bruce Schneier's blog. With tools like ChatGPT reaching 500 million weekly users, per OpenAI, bad actors have easy access to chaos-causing tech. The report flags 60% of 2024 cyber attacks using AI, per IBM, from phishing scams to surveillance plots. It pushes for tight regulations, pointing to the EU's 2024 AI Act as a blueprint. Global talks are urgent to curb threats like autonomous weapons, say experts. X buzzes with calls for action to tame AI's wild side. This chilling wake-up call demands we secure tech's future fast. In technology news, Nintendo Switch 2 is gearing up to blast gamers with a stellar 2025 lineup, led by Metroid Prime 4 and Pokémon Legends, ZA. Per Tech Radar, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD joins the party, while hopes linger for a new Mario plus Rabbids title after 2022's hit. Forget oldies like Bayonetta 3 or Splatoon 3. These are fresh adventures, with ZA eyeing early 2026. Nintendo's 25 million Switch sales in 2024, per their Q2 report, fuel the hype train. X is lit with fans dreaming of Samus Aran's next epic. No firm dates yet, but this slate promises wild quests for every player. The Switch 2's ready to level up your gaming world. Dell's Inspiron 14 Plus is a wallet-friendly beast that's turning heads in 2025, per Wired's glowing review. Rocking a 12th Gen Intel Core i7-12700H, 16GB RAM, and a terabyte SSD, it delivers blazing speed for just $1,000. The 14-inch 2.2K display pops, paired with an 11-hour battery life, perfect for work or play. Its plastic build's sturdy but not fancy, with Thunderbolt 4 ports and a backlit keyboard stealing the show. Dell moved 10 million Inspiron units in 2024, per IDC, proving its crowd-pleasing power. X users rave about its value for students and pros alike. This laptop's a slam dunk for anyone chasing performance on a budget. Waymo's robotaxi dreams went up in flames in June 2025. as LA protesters torched 6 self-driving Jaguars during anti-ICE riots, per Ars Technica. Toxic battery fumes forced LAPD evacuations, with damages hitting $2 million, per Reuters. Demonstrators falsely linked Waymo to Trump's immigration crackdowns, despite no ties. Waymo's 700-strong LA fleet is now under police scrutiny, per company statements. Governor Newsom's lawsuit against federal overreach, per Reuters, ties into the chaos. X posts rage over tech's clash with social unrest. This fiery saga questions whether autonomous cars can roll safely in turbulent cities. In politics news, President Donald Trump's bold move to send 700 Marines and 2,000 National Guard to LA is sparking a constitutional showdown, per NPR. Deployed June 7, 2025, to quell anti-ICE riots, Trump sidestepped Governor Gavin Newsom's authority, defying 1992 riot norms. Newsom and AG Rob Bonta filed a lawsuit June 8, claiming a 10th Amendment violation, per Reuters. The $10 million daily operation, per Pentagon estimates, has X divided. Some hail Trump's toughness, others slam militarization. California's defiance fuels a fiery federal-state clash. This unprecedented action could rewrite how America handles urban unrest. The nation watches as LA becomes a battleground for power. President Trump's ramped-up drone shipments to Ukraine are shaking up the Russia conflict, per The Atlantic. In April 2025, Trump boosted Biden's 2022 $800 million Switchblade drone deal, giving Ukraine 1,200 precision strike tools, per CSIS. Russia's 40% military surge, per NATO, faces a new threat, but 2024's drone clashes warn of retaliation risks. Critics fear scuttled peace talks as Zelensky seeks $20 billion more, per Reuters. X praises Trump's Ukraine support, but frets over escalation. This drone-driven strategy could tip the war's scales or ignite a bigger fire. Trump's gamble is a high-stakes play in a global powder keg. California's taking the DOJ to court over Trump's push to bar transgender athletes from women's sports, per Web reports. Filed in Sacramento in June 2025, the suit, led by AG Rob Bonta, claims the policy violates Title IX, affecting 30,000 California student athletes, per NCAA. The DOJ threatens to cut federal funds unless schools comply, citing fairness, per AP. Governor Newsom backs the fight, joining 20 states in similar suits, per Reuters. X is split, with debates raging over inclusion versus competition equity. This legal showdown could set the national rulebook for sports equality. It's a fierce battle pitting fairness against freedom in America's arenas. A headline's don't stop there. We're moving fast today. Jen, what's making waves now?
Thanks, Jessica. Let's keep the momentum going. In business news, Grab Holdings is charging toward dominance with a $1.25 billion convertible bond sale, per Bloomberg's June 10, 2025 report. The Singapore ride-hailing Titans bonds, convertible to equity, will fuel acquisitions in food delivery and fintech, boosting its $3 billion market cap, per Yahoo Finance. Targeting institutional investors privately, Grab's keeping deal details hush-hush. Its 2024 revenue soared 30% to $2.5 billion, per company filings. Southeast Asia's $200 billion digital economy, per Bain, is Grab's playground for growth. X buzzes with investors eyeing its bold expansion. This financial flex could crown Grab the region's super app king. NordPass's 2025 report calls out 123456 as the world's laziest password, used by 4.8 million and hacked in a flash, per Forbes. Password sneaks into third place with 800,000 users, while 70% of passwords crumble instantly, per NordPass's 3 terabyte study. Weak logins fueled $7 billion in 2024 breaches, says IBM. NordPass pushes complex combos and 90-day refreshes, echoing NIST advice. With 2.6 billion accounts exposed last year, per Have I Been Pwned, X users are freaking out over lax security. This reports a siren for beefing up your digital defenses. Don't let hackers waltz into your accounts. Fitch Ratings is sounding alarms over climate change, jacking up U.S. mortgage bond risks, per Bloomberg. Hurricanes and wildfires, like 2024's $50 billion blowout, per NOAA, threaten $3 trillion in properties. Mortgage-backed securities could lose 10% value from storms, per Moody's, as insurance costs jump 23% since 2020, says S&P. Fitch urges investors to stress test, with 30% of homes at high risk, per CoreLogic. Ex-traders are sweating over real estate's shaky future. This report paints a stormy outlook for Wall Street's housing bets. Climate's wrecking ball demands bold action now. In entertainment news, get ready to vibe with Terra Twilight, a Pavement biopic starring Stranger Things' Joe Keery as indie legend Stephen Malkmus, per NPR. Directed by Alex Ross Perry, it tracks the band's 1989 to 1999 Stockton, California rise and 2010 reunion, defining 90s alt-rock. Pavement's 500,000 monthly Spotify streams keep their lo-fi flame alive. Keery's casting has X buzzing, channeling his free guy charisma for slacker cool. A24's indie cred promises a raw, nostalgic hit, though no release date's set. This film's poised to rocket Pavement's legacy to new fans. It's a love letter to the slanted, enchanted 90s. Estonia's puppet and stop-motion animation is dazzling the world, with Nuku Film and ST Jonas Film leading the charge, per Variety. Their folk-inspired films, like Oscar-shortlisted The Master, wowed at Annecy, backed by $5 million from the Estonian Film Institute. A 2026 Tove Jansson features in the works, joining 10 films crafted in 2024. With 50 animators per Tallinn Film Festival, Estonia's giving Studio Ghibli a run for its money. Global stop-motion demands up 15%, per Animation World Network. X-fans are spellbound by Estonia's magical craft. This Baltic Gems animation boom is pure storytelling sorcery. Kendra Wilkinson's bearing her soul, regretting the reality TV whirlwind from her Playboy days, per Web Reports. The former Playmate, who lived at Hugh Hefner's mansion from 2004 to 2009, starred in The Girls Next Door, drawing 2 million weekly viewers, per Nielsen. Now 39, she told the I Do Part 2 podcast, fame stunted her growth, not Hefner's world, per Yahoo News. Her 2024 memoir spills tea on rifts with co-stars Holly Madison and Bridget Marquardt. X-fans rally behind her quest for authenticity post-stardom. This raw confession peels back the glitz of reality TV's golden age. Wilkinson's story is a gripping tale of fame's double edge. In world news, President Trump's revived travel ban, hitting 10 countries like Iran and Libya, is sparking global uproar, per NPR. Rolled out June 7th, 2025, it blocks visas for 150 million, citing security. But 70% of targets are Muslim majority, per Pew Research. The ACLU slams it as discriminatory, while 2.5 million 2024 border encounters, per CBP, fuel defenders' case. California's lawsuit, per Reuters, tests its legality. X is a battleground, with cries of safety clashing against bigotry claims. This ban, echoing 2017's chaos, reignites immigration wars worldwide. Trump's move could reshape borders and spark protests for years. Western cash for Russian oil and gas, hitting $400 billion in 2024, is bankrolling Putin's Ukraine war. for Sky News. Russia's gas exports to Europe jumped 20%, with LNG sales at record highs, per Gazprom, outstripping Ukraine's $50 billion aid, says IMF. NATO's Mark Rutte warned these dollars fuel Russia's 1 million shells in 2024, per RUSI. Tougher sanctions are urged as EU buys 45% of Russia's LNG, per Eurostat. X demands energy independence to starve Moscow's war machine. This dirty trade exposes NATO's weak spot against Russia's aggression. It's a stark call to cut the Kremlin's cash flow now. Paris is swapping smog for bike lanes, transforming into a cyclist's paradise, per Al Jazeera. Mayor Anne Hidalgo's $150 million push added 1,300 kilometers of paths by 2025, slashing CO2 emissions 40% since 2014, per City Hall. Bike trips soared 70% since 2020, per Villib, overtaking cars downtown. Grassroots heroes like Paris and Cell, fueled by EU green funds, made it happen. X hails Paris as the gold standard for urban living. This pedal-powered revolution is rewriting city life for the better. Paris's bold blueprint inspires the world to go green. That's your full briefing for today from WAT News. Here's a quick recap of today's top stories. The biopic Pavement by Alex Ross Perry, featuring Joe Keery as Stephen Malkmus, is in the works, aiming to depict the indie rock band's journey. The Estonian puppet and stop-motion animation industry is thriving, with a significant increase in global recognition and demand. President Trump has deployed Marines to Los Angeles for unmentioned duties. The U.S., under President Trump's administration, has supplied Ukraine with drones as part of its conflict with Russia. President Trump has halted confidential negotiations with the Taliban. The Trump administration has further tightened immigration enforcement policies to include a travel ban on several countries. The NATO chief's speech was interpreted as a call to arms and also a regretful admission of the alliance's shortcomings. Paris is planning to eliminate cars from its city center as part of an environmental initiative.
WAT News.
If you found this briefing helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a headline. Until next time, stay sharp, stay safe, and stay curious.